Hi everyone, it is Quinn for the win, and I am here to talk about triggers. I am a recovering codependent. I have been in two serious long-term relationships since the age of 16. And I am in a partnership today. And when you are a recovering codependent and you are in a relationship while you are still recovering from codependency in the past, they will do a great job naturally while being themselves, and you will experience some triggers. It could be one simple behavior, one simple little thing that is not, a big deal, yet you are experiencing these emotions that are rising and you literally feel like you're boiling, you're so triggered, and you feel like you're literally pissed off at them. And you just you want to attack them. You want to go at them and be like, well, how dare you, and this and that, and blah, 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 blah. So today I want to share experience about today. Me and Pila, or some of you know as Happy, or some of you may know him as the Pineapple. We usually meet up at coffee shops to work on our own things, and we're just being physically there together to get in some time in with each other before I go to my part-time job. So we were at the mill today, and I got there first, and I got my coffee, my waffle, so good, and I was just sitting inside working on whatever. So he comes, and I see him ordering his usual espresso, and I see him carrying the espresso outside, and I'm like, oh, is he here meeting up with someone else, or is that espresso for someone outside? And then I'm just a little confused. I'm already feeling triggered by that already. And he goes inside and he orders kombucha, and he comes by the table and he's like, it's nice outside. I want to be outside. Why would I want to be inside? I want to go outside. That was a response to me asking, oh, was that for somebody outside? And then he responded with, it's just nice outside. We only have a few weeks, or, we don't have summer that much longer left. The sunshine. He's a big summer person. He loves the heat. So he wants to soak up the good vibes, the sun outside. And I was like, oh, okay. And he proceeds to go outside, and I just feel triggered. I'm boiling, I'm mad, and I am saying all these things in my head, like, why didn't he ask me to come outside with him? He just kind of came in, got his stuff, and just barely communicated with me, and went out there as if he forgot about me, or he didn't care about spending time together. And what the fuck, And I got so mad and so triggered. And I was literally working on my content about codependency, and I got so bothered. I was like, wait, he could be out there if he wants to, I'm just gonna finish up my work inside. And I just couldn't help but feel so angry. I was like, oh, I have to pack up my stuff and go to where he is. Why can't he stay inside with me? So anyways, I was like, I'm gonna finish up my bit. And I do want to spend time with him before I go to work. So let me finish up whatever it is I was doing and pack up all my stuff, and then go outside and sit with him. And I was just carrying around attacking angry vibes. And here's the thing that I want to share with you. Being on the self-love journey, which helps recover from codependency, I've been able to process my triggers way faster. And so even though I was boiling and I was so mad, I was so pissed off at him, I knew to ask myself, I'm triggered. How does this remind me of the past? And boom, my past partner came into the picture, and I just have this memory of where I would feel exactly how I was feeling. So I'm like, here goes another experience where it feels like I'm mad at him, but really I'm mad about my ex, about how there's multiple times that this is when we were in a relationship, but we weren't really a couple anymore. We were more like business partners, and I just experienced a lot of nonverbal communication. I would experience a lot of feelings of being neglected. And he, you know, when we were in like big crowds or big groups or whatever, he would just like take off and go off on his own. And there was just no concern for me. And I just have this scene where like we were at convention, we had like another business partner that was with us. And, you know, it was a big crowded like place. And he would just leave me and like our other business partner, he would just like take off. And I just felt so embarrassed that I was with someone that had no concern and did not care to communicate with me where the hell he was going, and figured we would just like follow him. Like it just felt like this weird experience of like chasing and being neglected, being abandoned, and basically like I wasn't cared for. I wasn't a concern at all. There was no thought to me or to check in on me or communicate with me where you're going or whatever. So all of that came through in that experience. And so eventually he checked on me because obviously, you know, we kind of know each other. We can feel the vibes. Y'all can feel negative vibes, right? So he was feeling some vibes from me, and he checked on me if I was okay. And I had expressed to him, it is about the past. And here's the thing, when you're really hurt, when you're feeling really triggered, you want to be right. And I knew that the right, truthful answer is that I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at my past partner. Yes. And so that was a process. And, you know, we continued to do things that we had obligations to when I started to feel better. And I knew that I wanted to get to this. I waited all day to get to this so I can really express it out. Because this is one of my self-love practices, verbal expression in a vlog or to myself in a voice recording or journaling, whatnot. And when he was dropping me off to my work, we continued to talk about it, and I was able to really express why it was so triggering. And then it went even deeper. It's not that I was mad at my past partner. I was actually mad at myself. I was mad at myself for choosing to stay in a relationship that was no longer fulfilling, no longer loving, no longer on the same page, no longer feeling committed, you know, no longer feeling like I was in the relationship. There was no more relationships. I was honestly pissed at myself for being so attached, for being so codependent, for not having control over my emotions, for not having self-confidence, for not having self-love, and to be so stuck. I was honestly mad at myself. And so that was quite something. And to release it in front of you right now, I'm very grateful, so beyond grateful for the self-love journey, because I'm able to compare the next time that I'm triggered, how fast I catch it, and how much space that I have from continuing to create space every single day, how there's some left over from the days and weeks and years before, how I continue to create space and it carries on over, it continues to carries on over. And I'm just so grateful that I have the space to process on the spot and not completely explode on people who, you know, my triggeredness has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with my past and how I was hurt and how I am still healing. I truly believe, like being on my journey for 5 years now, that we will always be in the healing process. It just gets a little bit easier and easier because you're so used to the process. You're so used to going to your outlets, and you got to figure it out. You know exactly what you need to do. You know immediately when it's not about that person, it's all about you and your internal pains, your past pains, and it is empowering. And you know, that anger didn't spew into a freaking argument. That anger and that trigger didn't spew into me holding resentment and being mad at him for, you know, like he didn't do anything wrong. And it could have played out at such an unfair experience and creating tension between us where maybe we don't even talk the whole day. I know there's this awkward silence, right? I know that I've been in those situations where it would even continue on the next day where my partner didn't feel like talking to me. We would go on days not really communicating until I freaking I would show up in person, and then we would make up then. So that is my share with you today, that your triggers have nothing to do with what's triggering you. It has everything to do with the past that still needs some healing and still needs to be processed in healthy outlets like this. So with that said, that's from me to you. A recovering codependent here since 2016. A huge self-love advocate. Self-love has absolutely saved my life. It is helping me go through some tremendous heavy stuff. And I'm here to support anyone who is ready to start, ready to enhance, ready to deepen their self-love experience, their self-love journey. And let me know if you can relate. Let me know your thoughts on being triggered. Let me know how triggerness has helped you grow and heal. So let me know. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening. Bye.